Hey guys, disclaimer before the video starts. I forgot to add this bit in the intro where I thank the person who sent this, the item I'm reviewing today. So thank you, Dylan and Zach, for sending this my way. And I will definitely, and like I'm gonna say in the intro, my opinions on this are my own, even though I was sent this, but I thank them very much for sending this to me. Enjoy the video. Hello everybody, Nathan here. Today's gonna be a bit of a different video because it's a Nerf related video, but I got something for review. Like I've never been sent something for review, and this was not by the actual company. This was just by a person who wanted to see me review it, so that's great. But disclaimer, all of the opinions are my own. So without further ado, I'm going to be reviewing this Holiky Strife AK thing. I don't even know what to call it at this point. But yeah, so stay tuned. So this is the Holiky, I don't even know what it's actually called. I'll put a link in the description. It's this, I don't know. It's essentially a Strife. Like, if you just ignore the murdered out AK kit here, this is a Strife. This is the Holiky blaster. Yeah, it's the same thing. Except the Holiky blaster has some pretty cool features aside like on the front of that. Like, let me. Okay. It has a rechargeable battery. Don't know how it works. I know how it charges. I know how to plug it in. It's just, I don't understand. I don't understand that side of things. But it also has some pieces of the kit that might actually be helpful. And before I say anything else, I just want to say that me and Nerfinator are going to be doing either a live stream mod of this remotely, or we're going to actually just be doing it live at some point, because God knows we wouldn't get our chance to make fun of this. Forgot it was off. So the select fire, first of all, has 4 places. It's off, semi, 3-round burst, full auto. And it works quite well. It's just, this is a super long barrel. And so I am gonna remove it for the purposes of this. And before I say anything else, this kit is extremely cheap, but it's not bad. Like, when I first got it, what bothered me more about the flimsiness when I first got it was the texture. It felt like sandpaper, and now the only modification I did to this was I just painted it with a thin layer of black spray paint and then added a thin layer of clear coat, and so now it doesn't make me cringe when I hold it. So the actual blaster itself is extremely cheap. Has really weird tolerances. The magazine well is extremely cheap, and I can flex it with almost no issue, something I can't really do with the Strife, to my knowledge. And it has some, there's just some quirky parts of it that I don't quite understand why they exist. Like, you can completely tear down the blaster to its, what would be considered like a pistol form. And that's actually my recommendation, that I'll get into later. So basically, it's a Strife, but it has a select fire kit, which is extremely weird. But there is a downside to that, which you'll see in a minute. And it's just cheap. And also, this blaster and all the accessories with some of these really garbage darts and and a PMag, which this one's ready for the firing demo, it's like $45, maybe, like, I think it's $45 or something, somewhere around there. And so, like, this is weird because it's cheaper than a Strife, like, or it's about as cheap as a Strife, and it has all of this other stuff, and it's completely compatible with the same magazines, which I actually really recommend the configuration with Nerf magazines, and I'll show you why. Let me see, this one's an official Nerf mag. So I'm gonna do a, from the 12 round PMag, which before I say anything else, I'm gonna show you, it does have two portions of it. It has this, and it has this. So you can have a pull thing, a mag pull thing for the, or whatever it's called, for the, what should I call this? The Holiky, or I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, so I'm not gonna move the camera. I'm just gonna fire it from here because you can get a taste of the FPS, and it's about the same as the Strife anyway, so. But here's the problem with the select fire on this. Yeah, it has an extremely large delay, and I'm gonna use for 3 round burst and full auto, I'm probably gonna just use these. So let me just, so it has comparable FPS to the Strife, but as you saw, it has an extremely long delay with the trigger. It gets worse though, because I was really excited for full auto, and so the first thing I did was I switched it to 3 round burst, and I was like, oh, then maybe it's like the same time as the regulator. Like, nope. It might as well be semi-auto. I can fire semi-auto shots off with my Strife for in a shorter amount of time, and this is just full auto, which is so it has some potential, and it might be worth doing the lipo grade on it at some point. It also doesn't have any locks. As you can see, I don't have a mag in here, and do that. And then the jam door's up there, but I tested that too before I put the rail on. It's the same thing. So it's a really cool blaster. Like if you want to get something that's super cheap, and like by far, I think the best part of it, and both the best and worst part of it, is this AK kit. And the reason is because it is so cheap, which is both the positive and its downfall. And I mean, the stock's fine. The stock's good. But this is just like, it's cheap. Like I can feel it, and I've never owned an AK kit. I've owned another kit at one point for a short time, and I can tell immediately. The stock is fine. Like, this is about the price of a Strife and a worker stock. This whole kit, so I'll give them that. And I mean, like, the PMags are like $15 a piece. So this is, I mean, just those two pretty much, I mean, that's $35 worth of what would be worker stuff. And then, I mean, the blaster itself, I mean, if it's comparable to the Strife, which, to be perfectly honest, I don't think it is, that's another 30, 40 bucks. I mean, this is a really good deal, but you're really gonna have to want this. I mean, it would, I don't know, it might be a good workhorse. I mean, I'd like to see this hitting like 130 FPS or something, because if we can salvage that select fire specifically, then I'd absolutely recommend this. But before I go any further, it also has a sight that goes on the top, and it has this rail thing that I added. It came with it, and I installed it earlier and I can't figure out I wasn't able to figure out how to get it off for the review, so. Correction, I think I was, one sec. Yeah, there we go. And it's got a really weird rail, like it doesn't, where's the, I don't have it here. I don't have a normal Nerf attachment here, but it doesn't take Nerf attachments. It's really weird. It's like 70 different levels of strange, and that's beyond anything. Like I said, my opinions are my own. And in this review, like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. And this is just a weird blaster. Like, I don't think it's necessarily all that bad, but it's sure one of, if not the weirdest blasters I've ever taken a look at, like, ever on this channel. I mean, besides like the really stupid stuff that I bought just for it being really stupid stuff, and even then, I mean, this is just a weird, it's just strange. It's not even bad. And also, I'm trying to figure out how to get this rail back on. I figured I might as well just leave this bit uncut because you can kind of see the tolerances a little more. Or maybe I'm just doing this wrong, who knows? I mean, that's completely possible. Okay, it goes right here, right? Yeah. There we go. Oh, no, that's wrong. That's wrong, I don't like that. I don't like that I just made myself look like a fool on camera. Come on, you know you want it. There we go. Or maybe not. See, the problem with this whole kit is the tolerances. Like, this is fine. There we go. And see, that's the problem, is if I click, see, watch. And then let's go to 3-round burst. And full auto. You see the delay. That's the problem. The delay of the blaster, when you want it to fire, is the problem. Because in that time, someone could shoot you. Like, I'm not even joking. So basically, my overall recommendation about this thing is, if you want it, like if you know you want it, then pick one up. If you are skeptical, then just wait. I mean, if you want to experiment, like specifically for experimenting, this is an absolutely amazing choice because it has that select fire system and it has the overall profile of the Strife, even though it's like 20 times as cheap. And so I think it's actually really good. It has a micro switch and everything, but it's weird. And that's kind of my final opinion on it, is it's cool, but it's weird. And I mean, maybe I'm just spoiled by my love for the Strife. Just because of its really nice trigger pull and its efficiency just in general. And I don't have a modded one anymore, but it definitely is a cool blaster. And even if it's not modded, I really like it. This is just weird. I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it's not good. I'm just saying you got to be committed to getting one of these. And I mean, it is only like $40 or $45. So I can excuse it for that, because I mean, they probably just made the cheapest injection molding they can find and stuffed electronics into it. I'm just happy that they added another circuit for that select fire system, and it also has a rechargeable battery. So that is something that they have over Nerf. Even if it's done abysmally, at least they did it. So I'm removing the battery right now, and it's what's weird about this is that I don't understand how they're legally selling this or legally manufacturing this. I mean, I would assume it's from China, but like still, like I don't think that this would be able to be sold in the United States, which is obviously where I live, if it's literally just a clone of the Strife. And not only that, but the AK-47 parts and the stuff that's on it are literally just murdered out. Like, it's not just like, oh yeah, I painted these black. No, it came like this. I just added, it came with a black barrel and a black flash hider and all of this stuff. And all I did was make it so that it wasn't like, it didn't feel like sandpaper. Oh, that's great imagery. But I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about this. It's weird because on one hand, I want to recommend it just because it feels cool and all this stuff. But on the other hand, if you're a performance nerfer, I don't even know. Like, it's a cool blaster. It's a novelty, and it has some cool parts. But like, unless you want to modify it, then I recommend either don't get it or get it and just use the stock in the barrel or the stock in the magazine or whatever, because those can go on my Strife. And actually, after seeing this PMag being a complete knockoff of a worker PMag, I would absolutely like to have more of these because they're so cool. They're so cool. Anyway, I would like to thank you all for watching my review on the Holiky weird Chinese Amazon special. I would like to thank you all very much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I will put a link to this into the description, and I will see you guys later. Bye.